the story so far. In the town of Still Snow, Primrose got her first taste of revenge. There she struck down the left wing of the crow, driving the dagger engraved with her family's words into his breast. Faith shall be your shield. The words had served her well. Now, two remain, the man with the mark on his right arm, and the foulest bird of all, with the mark on his neck. Go home to Noble Court, she was told. There you will find the truth that you seek. But will this truth bring her peace or further pain? And so after too many years, Primrose comes home. And we will ignore the fact that we probably shouldn't have gotten this information. But whatever, it's a video game. When I left, I thought I'd never return to this place. The crow said I would find the truth here. But what truth was he speaking of? Two more men bearing the mark of that foul bird. Wow. My search continues here. Look, a young lady. Is that not Lady Primrose?
No.
You're seeing things, friend. House Azelhart is nothing but a memory now. Right, of course. No need to drag up old ghosts. There's plenty enough going on in the present. Just look. What's happening over there? Seems there's all kinds of stuff going down. Is that a...
That doesn't look very good.
Crying shame that, and just as this business was starting to take off.
Just so.
Rumor has it he voiced his displeasure with his lordship a bit too loudly, if you catch my meaning. That's why I keep my mouth shut, lest I end up dead on the street like that poor sod.
What?
A murder? In Noble Court of all places?
But...
When I was young, Father in the City Watch saw that hardly a crime was committed here. What has become of this place since I left? Murders happened. And it's really bad now. They're playing that weird flute that plays during the scary scenes. Move! Out of the way, you slack-jawed fools! We hereby express order of his lordship to inspect the scene. Now clear out, lest we toss you in the jail for impeding the investigation.
How can that...
The Lord's own guardsmen are investigating the crime? Where's the city watch?
Hey.
I know that man. He was one of Father's trusted friends. Ravello Forsyth, Lieutenant Commander of the City Watch. At least, he used to be. So he was spared the wrath of the crows, at least. A raven from Still Snow, sir. I fear the tidings are ill. Master Rufus is,
Oh?
So the left wing has been clipped. It was the Azelhart girl that did the deed, you say? So she still lives after all. Guess we'll just have to do something about that. Mark my words. The Azelhart line ends here. Actually, it can't. There's a 4th chapter, but...
Could it be?
Is it truly you?
Impossible.
Oh, it's a person. I just thought she was talking to the wall. From a lifetime ago.
Primrose.
Do mine eyes see true? You have grown lovelier than I could have ever dreamed, Lady Primrose.
Simeon.
Where have you been all these years? Not here, that's for certain. You know, I always wanted to run as fast and as far as I could from this stuffy old town. So I set off on a journey across the realm. And yet, no matter how far I traveled, I could not escape from the pain of losing you.
Of course.
These days, I make a living as a playwright of sorts. I pen dramas and tragedies for the stage. He always did have a way with words. I swore I would never return to this place. Then, one day I felt an odd yearning. And no sooner do I arrive than I am reunited with you. Fate is a mysterious thing, is it not?
Primrose.
But enough about me. Where have you been all these years, my love? What do I even tell him? There's not a thing I can say without sullying his memories of me forever.
I'm sorry.
My apologies, that was too forward of me. You needn't say a thing. Besides, I can imagine all too well without hearing a word. Life has not been kind to you, and though you have grown all the more beautiful through the hardships you no doubt suffered, it still pains me that you had to suffer them. Simeon's gentle words stirred something in Primrose, a feeling she had not felt in many years. For the first time in what seemed like forever, she felt somewhere deep in her heart a measure of peace. He is too kind to me, he always was. Oi! What do you do now you're in the boat? Oi! Looks like a spot of trouble I'd just as soon as avoid. Is void? Help me, I'm stroking out. Come, my lady. Let's find somewhere we can chat in private.
Seeing you again, it brings back so many memories. Memories of my childhood days in this town. I could never understand why my father was so strict with me. I was always running off to the gardens for a good cry.
And that was where I would find you. And find an excuse to shirk my duties as gardener's apprentice. I wanted nothing more than to spend time with you. To be a part of your world. Little lady, why do you cry so?
We couldn't help but be drawn to one another, like the bees drawn to the nectar of the fragrant blooms. You were always penning poems for me. Your words, your songs, gave me comfort and solace. In the darkest days after I lost Father, you would sing them for me over and over.
To tell the truth, Primrose, I left this town to search for you. I tried so many times to forget you, to accept that you were gone. Yet time and again, I found myself reciting the poems I had written you. Can you forgive me, Primrose?
There is nothing to forgive. It was all so very long ago. I, too, have moved on from those days. I have found my own reason to go on.
And when the moon waxes full and bright in dark heaven, and stars glitter worlds away from earthly sorrow, would that sleep hold you in her soft embrace. Then shall my eyes close, lips open in prayer. For
Simeon.
And then there was silence. In that moment, there was nothing that words could convey.
Lady Primrose, I intend to remain in town for some time yet. I still have not forgiven myself, knowing that I could not do more for you. It tortures me to this day. If there is any way at all, in which I can be of service to you, my lady, you need only say the word.
Thank you, Simeon. Enough distractions. I must find the men marked by the crow. But where to begin?
Hold on, let me punch my throat.
So, who's this Simeon guy?
Well,
Was he someone really special to you?
Tressa, have you ever felt a special kinship to someone?
A special kinship? You mean like aside from my family? No, not at all. I mean, customers are good, they give me money.
Let me tell you something, Tressa. When something about a person resonates deep within you, it's the most wonderful feeling. Your heart is freed, your mind is open. You realize there's more to the world than you ever knew. But I wouldn't expect you to understand. After all, you're still a little girl.
Hey! Who you calling little? Our sprites are relatively the same size. I'ma crack open your skull. And this can too, but you close enough.
A moment of your time.
May I be so bold as to pry? Huh? That man is very important to you, is he not? Why do you say that? 'Tis a conjecture based on how you both look at each other. Had you not chosen to live your life the way you do, I wonder if... Shut up, Professor. How I live my life is my affair, not yours. Yes, quite. I do apologize. I'd be best be careful around him. He's sharp and understands my feelings. He pays attention to the cutscenes. Alright, now that I've had a drink and trying not to die, let's see. In terms of travel banter, they seem to have grouped a lot of these. And at first I didn't understand that, and now I do. Then now that I'm seeing how they're formatting Primrose's story by front-loading a shit ton of plot to her character, Ophelia is another character that we will need to see some travel banter on. And it's the third one you get from just starting the tale. So this is where you were born and raised. It is, though much has changed in the last 10 years. The people, the town. Seems like this lord we've been told about has a lot to do with that. Yep, none of the changes have been for the better. This was a happier place when I knew it. It was peaceful and prosperous. My father was a strict man, but he was respected and loved by his people. I would very much like to see your town as it once was. If only I could have shown it to you, how proud I was of where we lived. Oh, Primrose. So the next couple of party members should be Ulbrich and Therian, so we might as well just get them ready. And then the rest seem to be after beating the boss. Okay, cool. So we'll just move along, and once we have travel banter again, I'll know to run back. It's time to see if we can get some information.
Farewell.
Geoffrey, I will return.
What?
What's this? Are my eyes to be believed?
How could this?
Oh, okay. He's not as much like this. My lady, are you Geoffrey's?
It's been too long, Master Forsyth.
Lady Primrose?
Too long indeed. We all knew you would grow to be a great beauty, but even still, I feel as though I am standing before a vision from the heavens. It also helps that you're up the stairs, so it looks like you're, also the sun's, shining from what, you could do a lot of memes of just, the sun pointed behind you, leave Thanos to me, and then I'd be like, yeah, you could do it, if I could punch him in the pee-pee.
What did you say?
I don't know, to be
Thank
honest.
the gods.
Age just stooped my back and blurred my eyes, but just seeing you before me, I thank the gods for blessing me with long life.
You flatter me overmuch, my good sir.
I was just paying Geoffrey a visit, as I do from time to time. You should do the same, Lady Primrose. Let your father bask in your beauty as well.
No.
I cannot face father. Not yet. Before that, there is something I must do.
I'm sorry to hear it, my lady. But where have you kept yourself all these years? There are many here who would have been more than happy to take you in.
The truth is,
I've been on a journey of sorts, if you must know the truth.
I'm sorry.
Forgive me, I had no idea you suffered through such dark days. You did well to endure and return to us, Lady Primrose.
actually...
I endured only because I must. I must learn the truth behind father's death. And have my revenge upon the bastards who took him from me. Master Forsyth, is there nothing you can tell me?
There was a time when I, too, spared no effort in trying to unravel the secrets behind Lord Geoffrey's murder. But in the end, I was left wishing I never did. My lady, I urge you to tread lightly. This business will be the death of you if you do not watch your back. I'm ready for whatever may come. I'm like level 35. It's pretty good, but the recommended level was 40. It's okay, a party member is like 46. The averages aren't perfect, but you can try. Come with me. I'll tell you what I know.
Oh,
I'm back, Anna.
Oh?
I was wondering what was keeping you, dear. Pray tell, who is the beauty you brought home? I'm surprised you're not, like, mad or something.
It's not possible.
It's you! Hello! Hello! My, but I never. So beautiful a woman grown. Pinch me, my dear, I must be dreaming. I thought the same myself. Now, let's say we share a cup of tea. And so, from that dark day onward, the bounds of power here in Noble Court shifted, and shifted dramatically. Under Lord Geoffrey's stewardship, House Azelhart was the most prominent of all the great families. Working closely with the City Watch, he took it upon himself to uphold the peace and keep the people happy. Crime of any sort was nigh unheard of. Oh, what happy days those were. Though those with a wont to do ill deeds, those with a want to do ill deeds. I don't know. This might be some of that old English from the year 23 BC. Guys, you know what's great? Is every time this happens, I don't immediately think it's the game's problem. I think it's just me having a stroke. And I get real scared. But thankfully, I can smell burnt toast. I can smell it. And there's none here, which means no strokes happening. It's alright. But it matters little. Those times of peace and security are all but a dream now. In the chaos and disorder that followed the fall of House Azelhart, a group of men seized power. They called themselves the Obsidians. That's a good fucking group name. Can we talk about that? That's real good. They began their operation peddling illicit tinctures back when your father still lived. Working in the shadows just out of sight of Geoffrey's watchful eye, they made one shady deal after the next, filling their coffers and making powerful friends. Swayed by the influence of their coin, countless once lawful men cast their lots with these villains, and the ones that didn't. Captain Albus commanded the City Watch in those days. Maybe you remember him. He was Lord Geoffrey's right hand, and the most just and honorable man I've been privileged to know. Unfortunately, his code of honor put him at odds with the Obsidians, and so they took action. Murdered like my father.
and then...
Absent his leadership, the City Watch collapsed, and the Obsidian seized power with the greatest of ease. I spent years trying to follow the trail of corruption, to find who it led to, where the blood money flowed. In the end, I found that I was up against an opponent too evil. I have faced innumerable threats to my own life. Two of my cohorts from the Watch, who worked tirelessly to help me try to track down the truth, were murdered in cold blood. Honor and justice are long dead here, never to return. I'm an old man now, and I grow wary of this battle. I'm but a minor landowner. No influence of which to speak. All I can do is bring flowers to Jeffrey's grave.
Lady Primrose?
There's nothing more I can do for him, or for you. And so I beg of you, Lady Primrose, leave this place. Trust me, my lady, were your father here, he would say the same. I beg to differ, Master Forsyth. Were my father here, this is what he would say.
Faith shall be your shield.
Mayhap you are right. Mayhap I have only twisted my memories of Geoffrey to ease my regret at my own cowardice. Forgive me, my lady. I do you a dishonor.
Now then.
I know where the Obsidians make their headquarters in town. I will take you there.
Lady Primrose.
I will wait for you here, my lady. Pray tell me whenever you're ready to depart. Oh, you hit the D-pad, it like puts up the skip notification. Let's hear some banter, but also let's run on over to the tavern in advance. Are we on the first or second map, actually? Oh, yeah, here it is. Neat. Sometimes Casey can't see, the lighting's too good. Honor. Tell me, Ulbrich, what does honor mean to you? A simple question, but one with no easy answer. For me, it is using my blade to protect others. There's naught else I can offer. Sometimes I think you're too humble for your own good. No matter how lofty our aspirations, in the end, we can only do what we're capable of. Better then to make ourselves the best that we can be, than dream in vain of saintliness. Yeah, whatever that means. That's what I'm trying to do, improve myself so I can do more. Especially since I met you. You're a true inspiration, you know. Egads! I hope I'm not blushing again. And then she's like, dude, you're like 45 years old. Time for some breaking and entering. Indeed. Think you can pull it off? Therian, it does not matter if I can or not. The fact is, I must. I've thought about giving up more than once. I've wondered what sort of life I could live if I chose a different path. But each time I do, I can't imagine what the future would look like. This is all I know. If you say so. So if you're trying to talk me out of avenging my father, that's not it. I just know how easy it is to screw things up if you don't stay calm. So don't go losing your head in there, okay? Stay calm. I'll remember that. Now make sure that we win against the boss. I'll try. Where's the tavern? Oh, hold on. Hello! Change to the party. The last two are Haunted and Alphen, so at that point... Oh yeah, I actually don't have a choice of like who I keep here. It's just I have to have them. Everyone's somewhat even. We're probably a little under level for this, but I felt like doing Primrose's next, so why not? So, what are our jobs on you guys? Dancer, warrior, white mage, black. Okay, cool. Everyone's running something. That was my main concern. Now that that's all done, let's head up here to the big house. We're ready to go. For some reason, I put it in my head that while I'm behind on videos, I should make these chapters one video instead of two videos. Because Casey's like, oh man, I gotta catch up.
because I'm super behind, and I'm recording this video a day before it comes out, and then I decide to do more work. I'm a mess, guys. I'm a mess. In the end, you guys always win. so long as someone wins, I guess.
Lovely.
You have my gratitude, Master Forsyth. I cannot guarantee your safety, should you choose to go forward.
I owe you a debt.
Nor would I ask you to.
Lady Primrose?
You mean to avenge Jeffrey's death, do you not?
I'll do what I must.
It has been my sole reason for living in all these years. You ever think she should have gotten like a hobby or something? Just saying, like maybe she'd like pick up like pickup sticks or tic-tac-toe. Play a little bit of Monopoly or something. There was a time when I too vowed I would see justice served. For so long I had abandoned hope and lost my way. But reuniting with you, it has lit the path before me anew, as if the light of the flame shined upon us. I realize now that, for all I have learned over the years, I still know nothing of true bravery.
So then...
Master Forsyth,
I beg of you.
if your faith will be your shield, Lady Primrose, let me be the sword at your side. Sir, the Lady Azelhart comes calling.
Oh?
Does she now? How thoughtful of her to save me the trouble of hunting her down myself. Huh, it's all playing out just as the boss said. Which reminds me. Wasn't he supposed to be joining us?
Yeah!
On that matter, sir, I'm afraid there's been a slight change of plans. He left a message. It appears there are some preparations he didn't see to first. Who's this person? Is it is it gonna be like her potential love interest that's going to ruin her even more? I haven't seen him in the past like 15 minutes, and because they do these things in like hour-long chunks, I can only assume something bad is going to happen to the lovely man that we met earlier. Tis a pity you'll not live to see it. For the right wing will snuff the life out of you right here. Because I feel like you're not supposed to be happy at all doing Primrose's story.
Let's see what you got.
There's... Alright, can we run? Can we run? I kind of just wanted to talk and get to the boss, actually, because these are going to be longer videos anyway. There's something about this game that I'm kind of noticing a bit, because we are long past the honeymoon period for the game, so I can kind of, like, think about aspects of it without being clouded by how good the game looks and that kind of thing. And while I don't think it's like some masterpiece, I think it's solid. There is very much a stark contrast in...
What, tangle, huh?
I'm going to say stark contrast in how much effort is put into stories. At least in terms of just there's a lot of tone difference, and there's a lot of stuff. I'm not really good at describing this kind of stuff, as you can clearly tell. But the main crux of what I'm trying to say... Why am I getting a battle every 2 minutes?
I probably still have my shit on. I probably still have my stuff that gives me, like,
Out of my way.
a shit ton of encounter rate. So we'll turn that off. And I'll talk a little bit more clearly here. Yeah, I have the alluring ribbon on because I was grinding just a little bit. We'll do that, and then we'll, of course, equip evasive maneuvers. There we go. But there's a very clear difference between the amount of effort it feels like they put into these stories, and in general, some are more engaging than others. I'll be honest, the next one I was supposed to do, at least when I was looking at it, was Tressa's. But to be quite honest, I don't find hers very engaging at all. The story of a nice girl who wants to become a merchant is a lot less engaging than Therion, who is betrayed by his friend, has trust issues, is slowly making a connection with the woman he works for now, and trying to get the dragon stones, or Primrose, and the extreme amount of focus. There's a very big difference, and it just seems so obvious that they put a lot more work into some of these stories, like Primrose's, more than some of the other ones. To be quite honest, I would say that characters like Alphen and characters like Tressa, at least based on the chapters I've done so far, end up being the least engaging of them. And it's becoming a bit more increasingly obvious that maybe they shouldn't have had 8 stories if they couldn't truly make... But also, there's a part of me that says like, maybe not all of these are hitting the hardest, so there ends up being low points. And then you also have the fact that this game is very much a formulaic type of thing, where it's the same dungeon style, it's the same, and then you go to this cave, and then you go to this building, and then the dungeon is a very linear path with occasional treasure chests, because it feels like, instead, a good way to describe it is the dungeons of this game, instead of evoking the classic SNES style, are instead invoking the NES style, almost, because they're like just very narrow corridors with a chest there that'll make you go to the left or the right slightly. And, I just feel like part of me goes, I wish they had done a little bit, I guess I'd, like a little bit less, like, in terms of the stories, maybe make it 4 or 5, like really strong ones. But then there's the idea where they probably wanted to have different tones, some that are a bit less serious, so you could find one that you truly enjoyed. So, for me personally, I would say that I probably would have liked less stories. I'll say that now that I'm into this, I guess another thing is that the format, I found myself liking how they were handling this more than other people, and I think part of that comes from the fact that I'm doing it as a Let's Play. And doing a Let's Play of this game is different than someone, say, doing the game on their own time. Because for a Let's Play, I think it's perfect that every couple of episodes, or in this case, every episode, I'm doing something different. And there's always a new boss to fight, and it feels like things are constantly moving. But it definitely is kind of like going through the motions. I guess where I'm ending up on this is that this wasn't executed the best way, I would say. I would say that I myself am starting to turn on the game ever so slightly. I think what they've done is interesting, and an interesting take on this kind of RPG, doing something that really, I can't think of any other JRPG that decided, we're not gonna do a traditional JRPG story linear structure here. Just do 8 and do whatever you want, and we're not gonna help you. And as I'm seeing a lot on Twitter and other places, of people just getting crushed by the game's pacing because it's all kind of too freeing. And I would almost say this is the first game I've encountered where the game is too free, and it leads to its detriment.
Unlike something like Breath of the Wild, which is not an RPG, but you know what I mean. I just thought I'd talk a little bit about that because we are now 40 plus episodes into this LP. And while I am still enjoying it,
You're a stubborn one, aren't you?
it's something that I felt like at least talking about a little bit here. Excuse me, I am falling apart.
So you were the one who clipped the left wing.
And you are the right. I have waited too long for this day.
This man is... No. Cannot be.
You really did a number on us, didn't you? The left was responsible for maintaining and expanding our little circle of friends. Well, I provided the coin and the power. We made quite the team, if I do say so myself. Nothing, no one could stand in our way. And now you've gone and fouled it up.
Have I now? All I've done is removed a filthy scavenger from this world. One less crow, and our realm will be better off for it.
You're a bold one, I'll give you that. But it seems I have another guest today. It's been a while, old friend.
So it is you. Lady Primrose. This is the man who disappeared after your father's murder. The man I feared dead. Albus. I thought you were a man of honor.
What?
Honor's all well and good, but it doesn't buy you much.
How could I have been so blind? It was you who sold out Jeffrey to those villains. He trusted you more than anyone. And you stabbed him in the back for a post in the Goddamned League.
That's my second in command. A bit slow on the uptake, but you'd always figure it out in the end. This village was a rotten husk long before Jeffrey Azelhard met his end. Anyone with half their wits knew the Obsidians were pulling all the strings from the shadows. I simply cast my lot with the winning horse. A simple business decision. Lady Azelhard. Your father spoke grandly of peace and order until the day he met his end. He would talk of his vaunted faith and how it would shield the town from any danger. In the end, he couldn't even save himself. And now a field of headstones is all that remains of the once proud House Azelhart. Goes to show you what the faith of a fool is worth.
You traitorous bastard! Lord Jeffrey was 1,000 times the man you are. You'll sully his name no longer.
Master Forsyth, enough.
But Lady Primrose...
The time for talk has ended. This man, if one can even call him a man, should not live a moment longer.
There's a fire in your eyes, girl. Yes. It reminds me of the fire in your father's eyes when he faced his end. I am Albus, proud bearer of the mark of the Crow. Come at me, Primrose Hazelheart. I will see that you meet the same fate as your dear father.
Time for the main event.
He's big.
I'm ready.
Alright, let's talk about how this is stupid. Oh my god. So this story is about how we have to fight the second Crowman, and the big twist is surprise that this is Albus. Who is Albus? He is a guy who we were told and name dropped 10 minutes ago, and he's like, man, he was honorable, but it's too bad he died. And it's like, oh, what a twist. No, it's not. To be honest, when they said it was Albus, I went, who? I'd already forgotten his name. Like, okay, this is the one time you have a problem when you can do episodic shit like this, is you can't build a twist like that. Maybe you could build that twist if, you know, something happens like a couple episodes later. Like, at least stuff like whatever her name was in Alpha's second chapter made sense, because she was introduced and then turned out to be evil. That works. But instead, just name-dropping some random guy who apparently is dead and then surprise he's hit, like, no, it's not doing anything for me, guys. What I'm saying is that you can't expect me to care. Like, it doesn't make it any different than if this was just another guy, but I guess this is supposed to make it personal, because, like, oh man, Jeffrey Hazelheart was like doomed from the start because his right-hand man was really the right-hand man of the true villain of Primrose's story, which I guess is something, but I don't care. Oh my holy shit, do I not clearly don't care. I'm sorry for being a bit down on it, though. I tend to not want to do that, but you know, sometimes that kind of stuff comes up. But man, do I not care. I do appreciate that, though. How about we try Rain of Arrows?
Rain of arrows up on.
I am in a very great mood.
Here we go.
Because now you're down to a few here. Ooh, we have a shiv. Okay.
Here we go.
Next up, let's concoct a soothing pomegranate.
Try this.
Let's continue to play this game the exact same way we always fucking play it, because I'm an idiot. And, augment someone's physical defense. I was gonna hit Primrose, but I fucked up and didn't hit the button. Whatever. Make my guy even better. See if I care. We're just gonna do regular attack here, because we haven't broken him yet. Alright, now I'm gonna have you go in. Let's just have you do a regular. There we go. Move on to the next turn.
I'm ready.
And, gonna want to do Mold Dance on you.
That's such a stupid one. The mold.
Right.
What is that? Like the mold goes in the hole so you can't hit him? Is that our logic that we're employing on this day? I guess. Shit. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to do with you, to be honest. I guess we could just use pomegranate on Haunted,
Try this.
because we're probably gonna have her go in really hard too. Okay. Furion, say that really rough thing you do.
Let's do this.
Nope.
I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah, there we go. Ah, shit, I forgot that I'm supposed to do this to do even more damage. Shit, fuck me. Fuck me right in the butthole. It's fine, we're not gonna burst really. We're not gonna burst quickly, but we're gonna have to play this differently, because I want the big damage because it makes me nut. Leg hold trap doesn't matter here. True strike should be fucking righteous though.
Aim and carefully. Shoot true.
That's the ticket. Okay, he's gonna hurt me here, but he's gonna counter. Okay. Next order of business, we have 2 turns to do this, so I need to, on this turn, hit him 7 times. Like, that's just full stop. I need to be able to do that. So, we're going to get a lot of hits from Haunted. I think what I'll do is Thief Skill Steal SP, because that'll do 2 hits. Get my SP back a little bit.
I'm ready.
And then I'll have you do... Alright, my magic will still be up, so you're free to do, I'll have you do 2 hits.
Here goes nothing.
Have you do a hit.
Come in, if thou darest.
And on the off chance you didn't hit enough, we get that in. Alright, he's dazed and confused.
I'm ready. Are you?
And now I can unleash my strongest hit. So we'll do Blizzard.
Freeze.
That's the ticket. Get a good 14,000 in there.
The peacock struck.
We'll reset his magical attack.
Holding back nothing.
Do another true strike. And there we go. Just like that, we've done 20k to this boss already. His name's still White. This game has this game fucking really knows how to lay it on thick, don't they?
Try this.
Let's start building again. Settle down, you whelps.
Come in, if thou darest.
What did that? Oh. I will put your attention to the next turn marker. He goes twice now. He goes twice. Okay, first order of business then. Leg hold trap. Let's move them to the back.
Here goes nothing.
Next thing is gonna be some of those. Next thing's gonna be
Stay
this.
strong.
My turn. Let's do this.
Let's do Alephin's Enlightenment. Alright, we are sufficiently prepped. Oh, we can go twice. Oh, we can hit him twice. We can hit him twice with this. I mean, granted, I'm not boosted on one of these, but we need to get in. I mean, we're not gonna have a lot of boosts to do here, but we can give it a good shot. Okay, that really doesn't do much without
Bring it
boosts.
on.
Can we? Ah, man, we're out of apothecary. Fucking shit! I went down one. I wish it asked me first. Why didn't you ask me? You fucking bastards!
Aim and carefully. Shoot true.
Ah, Christ.
Here goes nothing.
What do I want with you? Amputate it is.
That's not much, but hey, we'll take it.
Out of my way.
Okay, that was much more powerful. You should probably heal, actually.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Because we're about to take some hits coming up. Let's see if my giant scorpion I picked up can help. Well, I know you're weak to swords now. Eye for an eye, please. Eye for an eye, please. Oh my god. Oh my god, this fight sucks. Oh god, this sucks.
Why you gotta do this to me like that? Why mean you do that?
The peacock strut.
We'll do the peacock strut, and then KZ realizes he has no SP. Very neat, very neat, very neat, very neat. We'll use the plum basket. I see Hana's getting low too. That basket only gives 50. What a fucking waste. Give him more.
Try this.
Letting the hunt begin.
Might as well try things. Alright, it did crits, but it didn't do anything amazing. That dude's poison, though. I like the poison. How about lightning? Okay, that's good news.
I am ready.
What's the Panther Dance? Increase an ally's speed. How about a curious effect? Aha! 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 I would have taken experience boosts, but hey.
Messaged me.
I like the fact that this bitch even has to announce that you've missed by saying something that isn't English. Like, please, for the love of Christ, game, help me.
This will help us.
Bring it on.
People are dying. It's not great. Hey, great bunch, please.
I am ready.
Well, we're at that phase of the fight where nothing happens. Big fan of those. Confuse me with your dancing. You couldn't have given me like a JP to like bonus or nothing. Not interested, I guess. Fuck it. 1,000 spears.
By 1,000 cuts.
I love when I guess and I'm right. Big fan of that.
Out of my way.
Therian, please kill at least one of them. Oh my god, you didn't. Oh my lord, this is really bad. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Here.
I'm up. Alright, you. Healing Grape M.
How about this?
Okay. Okay, that shoulder check's so fucking... Ugh! I can't do anything while those dudes are alive. Oh my god, he's getting 5 turns. Alright, we're gonna lose if we allow him to do that.
Better than a snare.
Over here.
Oh, I'm already wincing. Shit! Shit. Oh, shit.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Okay, we got that. You need to attack them. Oh my god, they're still alive. I didn't expect them to live that. I was hoping they wouldn't. Alright, get up and hope for the best. Step to the... Oh. Okay.
I am ready.
I'm just gonna have a drink. What were we doing again? Ah, yes, getting upset. So, we now know the helpful piece of information that our boss wants to inflict darkness on you so that he can nuke you. That ain't great. Okay, one of the obsidian officers is almost dead. Them being broken is good. That gives me a turn to course correct here. Scrape up. No one should die. I hope. Oh no. Oh no. Just hit him. Okay, that's one down. We need another one down, though, real badly.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
We're gonna have to heal. Oh my god, we're not gonna stop him. He's gonna get his fucking turn. I'm thinking about what I can do here. Who's most likely to eat shit here? Probably Primrose.
What's a big idea?
Oh, I see what he... Oh, this could be bad. Oh, he could... Oh, no, I don't have enough, actually. We'll get you to see. We need to cure this as soon as possible.
I like how he just guarded and only to eat shit. What a loser. Quite a funny thing that just happened there, wasn't it? Ooh.
Heal. Don't do the thing where you kill someone.
Over here.
Thank you, I appreciate you not doing that.
Stay strong.
Wake them up. Oh good, it's your turn again. I'm suing you. You'll hear from my lawyers soon, you fucking coward.
Using this.
Using this. Use some English instead.
There's nothing.
Okay.
Try this.
We can see again.
I'm ready.
Hooray.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Alright, we recover from the bad shit.
Out of my way.
I'm getting real tired of this shit, in case you were wondering.
Okay, that eliminates that problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we are prepared to attack him again. He's in the red. All we need to do is bring this home then. Can I get him in time? I totally can't, like Hole Trap.
Better than a snare.
Out of my way.
I'd rather not risk it. Plum basket, actually. Everyone's getting low.
I am ready. The peacock struck.
It's okay, I just gotta play this smart. Alright, hunter skills. Rain of arrows.
You just did 3.
Shucks.
Are you fucking kidding me, you fucking whore?
The one person who needs to break him is in this sorry state. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna, I can't look. I can't look. I can't look. Did he? I'm looking now.
Alphen. Listen to me, my friend. Are you telling me that you couldn't hit him one more time?
Not one more time, my friend. You just couldn't bring it. You couldn't bring it home, my friend. Ah, the damage isn't worth it. Give me the SP. Get him up. Get him up.
Stay strong.
We will fucking win this. It fucking kills me.
Thou didst fight with courage.
We will never speak of this again.
And then there was one.
There was no warrior in noble court more fierce than he. You fought wonderfully, Lady Primrose.
Simeon?
Ah, Primrose. Fancy meeting you here.
What brings you to this terrible place?
Ah, but of course. About that, you see... There's something I simply had to tell you.
I'm not shocked.
Simeon?
But also, fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard that you were looking around for my friend here. And you know what they say about birds of a feather.
The mark. Of the crow. But why? Simeon!
Do forgive me, Lady Primrose. There was just one thing I forgot to mention. The head of the Obsidians, the crow atop the roost, and oh yes, the one who killed your dear, dear father. It was me.
Did it just say Simeon the Puppet Master?
No, it can't be.
Bravo. Oh, bravo, Lady Primrose. I knew you had it in you. That was a virtuoso performance, my love. The audience gasps. At long last, she tracks down the villain she's been hunting all these years, only to find out it is her one true love. Look at the tears she weeps, the blood she spills, and pity her. Oh, the tragedy! It moves me to the depths of my soul! Fare thee well, my poor, poor love.
Lady Primrose? Lady Primrose!
Is this like the reverse version of Please Ma'am, Can I Have Some Coochie? Don't worry, he'll always be there.
What?
It's like, oh shit, you're not dead.
Oh!
I feared we'd lost you forever. Yeah, we don't know how to check pulses, so.
Thank the gods.
So then,
Master Forsyth, You slept for 3 days and 3 nights.
but
I see. That terrible man, that Simeon, fled town before we could do a thing. Whatever does he hoped to accomplish by such monstrous deeds? Everything about the man's a mystery. Was, however, able to convince one of his lackeys to talk. They say he makes for the town of Everhold in the mountains to the south. What business he has there, I can't say.
I understand.
Then I know where I must go.
Farewell.
Would that I could join you there, but I am not as young as I once was. I have a family that needs me. That family of, this woman right here. Be safe, my dear child, and may you find the answers you seek.
Thank you.
Thank you, I guess I'll get up. Hold on, let me move my mic, audience. Hold on. There we go. This video's really long, why am I fucking doing this? And so Primrose left home behind once more, her ultimate goal finally in reach. Only one man, the leader of the Crows, remains to be dealt with. Yet knowing his identity, each step she takes feels heavier than lead. The final act awaits her in Everhold in the Highlands. But will her tale come to a happy or tragic end? So it's kind of weird that I'm doing like one video at a time. Like doing the chapters like in one video each. Because it's making some of these, like, really long. Like, this is over an hour. But, whatever. This is a format that I kind of like in theory. And people can come back to it if they wish. Anyway, let's see the last travel banter before I, start speaking about something.
So?
He was thy beloved father. Shall you not visit their grave? No, not yet. Yes, I loved him, but it's too soon to be putting flowers on his grave. When this is all finished, when he is avenged... only then will I go, to tell him what I've done. If that is thy wish, then so be it. But thank you anyway, for caring. I will return, sooner rather than later, but right now I have work to do. Your strength is to be admired.
Primrose.
Hey, Primrose. This is for you. Medicine? It'll fix you fast. It starts to hurt again. Thank you. I need to heal the wound we don't know about. We don't know where it is. It's not on the sprite. I'm asking as your apothecary and friend. Thank you, Alphen. So I kind of want to talk about her story and like the story, the stories that Octopath are really telling in general. And it's that for the most part, a lot of these stories are being told, like,
in episodes, and they need like a four-part structure. One that sets the tone of the character, who they are, what they need to do, and the journey they're going to have. And usually, with a lot of them, something related where it's like, oh, I got 3 things I gotta do if you want to go in terms of stuff like Primrose and Therion. I'm finding that a lot of the twists and turns the game are doing have like so little weight to them that it's kind of comical. Like that entire boss was not really the best twist in the world. This other twist, the problem is they continue. The story is hinging on characters and being introduced in Ace and then becoming a villain within like 30 minutes. And that isn't very good. I feel like if this game had some time to breathe, where if it had 3 or 4 stories and there was more meat to this whole thing, and they would let this stuff sit, it'd be a lot better. But as it stands, it just doesn't really work for me. That and because you always know which town to go to next. There's no like progression. And I'm starting to say that yes, I will admit it. The format that this game has built is doing nothing but to damage this game's narrative of these stories. Because even the strong ones like Primrose have so much going on, but have so little time to do it. It explodes. It's imploding on itself. It's breaking the weight limit of how much shit you can cram into it, that it's suffering because it can't give things the time to breathe that it needs. Which, in fact, makes it, well, a lot weaker. And I really hated the idea. I hated the idea that people were kind of throwing at this game, that it has to be presented in a format that every other JRPG has to do, because I don't feel like it's fair to put every single game in the exact same box. However, this isn't working for a lot of it. So a lot of the stories I feel like are told decently enough. If I was to go, and we can hit the journal here, I can give you an idea of the stories going in order here. Therion's, I think, is good. I think his story overall is good enough and makes sense. It fits the Octopath format of go here, go here, go here, go here. It works within that. It effortlessly can just go, oh, you're doing that because you need information and you've got a butler who knows all the info you need. Haunted, based on the 2 chapters I've done, is fine. Like, her story seems pretty executed okay. Ophelia's also works within the bounds of this so far. Cyrus's, probably one of the better ones of the pack. Tressa's works, I think, but it's not really meandering. It's kind of meandering. I'll have to see what Chapter 3 does to really give an idea of where that's gonna go. Because it feels like you could do like a lot with hers, but there's no goal yet. Besides, she needs to become a good trader. I guess in Chapter 4 we'll have like the big like showdown, I guess, for her to try and beat her rival or something. Ulbrich, one of the better ones, does a really good job of really integrating his story, where Chapter 1's all about how he's a broken man after the events of his kingdom falling, him getting information, training a child. Then Chapter 2 is all about him entering a tournament to get information about the traitor. Chapter 3 is about meeting that traitor, making peace with it, and really learning about the last threat he needs to do, while also regaining his purpose for living. And I think his reason to fight. And I think that's all executed well. Primrose is the story that's trying to be incredibly dark. And achieves that because a lot of dark things happen. But there's too much happening and not a lot of stuff is being given time to breathe. So I don't feel like it's executed very well. It I believe, suffers the most from this. However, it has a very good Chapter 1. Also, it's also kind of funny, because all the other ones do not have her tone, which in effect makes the game feel more of a mixed bag than anything else. Alphen it's kind of there. He's just traveling around. We've done 3 chapters of him. There's 1 left. And I don't know. I don't know what his resolution's gonna be. We'll have to see. But as it stands, I am enjoying my time, but it is definitely an obvious. It's a mixed bag, to say the least. Anyway, this has been going on for over an hour. I'm gonna cut this video here. Next time we'll pick up another story. I hope you're enjoying the LP, and I thought it'd be nice to be a little bit critical of the stories so far, but also praise it where it needs to, because that's kind of where it is. I have qualms with the game, but I have a lot of praise for it as well. And I hope you'll join me for more in the next video. See you tomorrow, or next time.